Tonight on EA Sports. It's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Into the air right away is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago: 6 catches, 87 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
From the 38, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Burrow from his own end zone. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Mixon on a slant. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Mixon last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be
taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Marcus Mariota, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. A 500-yard passing day in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. But the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
From the 44, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw, it's Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Allen going to throw.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here we go. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Allen now looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 70 yards. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 51 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen airing one out for Crowder. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bengals, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 0-7 Pats and the 7.